I am your host, JM. I am the game master for this group of the Oh Boy, who are currently exploring the world of fading suns as they tour around the galaxy in Captain Calypso's ship. You guys have been on the planet of Limbus for the last couple of sessions. You were following the path of Virgil, the guide of and patron saint of travelers. Going through Shield's Gate, you arrived in Limbus, and descending onto the planet, following the trail of St. Beatrice, you became kind of embroiled in a struggle with the descendants of a colony ship that landed here thousands of years ago that still have heirs to House Electo. They have been embroiled in a war versus something, some sort of viral creature that consumes and creates and reappropriates. And the humans of the planet Limbus basically bombed their planet in an attempt to kill this enemy. And what it did is it scoured the planet. There is very little life left on the planet. Humanity has been reduced to living in slowly dying cities. But this is where the Temple of the Lady of Light was, and that's what you followed her here. Last session, you established one, that you can't just set off a bomb to blow up the creatures, because it could take the shield out and make it much easier for the creatures to infect the populace. So you worked on a plan that would allow you to take the generator, one of the generators from the Oh Boy, and shore up the shields of the city that you are in. However, during the recovery of the generator, sadly, one of the guards who has captured the eye of Jexa, sorry.
No.
That's right. We have one of our players out, and so Gemma's basically mine to play as I wish.
Oh boy.
That's right. Who captured the eye of Jexa, our young engineer. He was infected. Basarian. Yes. And so Gemma, in a rather strange turn of events, instead of amputating Basarian's leg, either in a moment of mercy or in a moment of supreme deviousness, took the infected Basarian into the Chapel of the Lady of Light, where the group had discovered an entity known as the Commune. They were part of this virus-based life form, but after encountering the relics and the incorrupt remains of St. Beatrice, became something else, something that was not inherently hostile to humanity. And so she gave them Basarian, who became part of the Commune. Now, in the meantime, the rest of you discovered that there is a sort of a divided conflict going on inside the city. The military versus the nobility. The military concerned with everything that happens from the walls out, the nobility that concerned with everything that happens from the walls in. You became embroiled in this when the plans to take the Oh Boy kind of came to light. Well, Major Pagana was not happy with Gemma bringing an infected person into the city, or Captain Calypso tackling the sniper who was going to kill Gemma, or really...
Tackling.
Yes, that's right.
Also known as flirting.
That's right. There was definitely no flirting going on.
No.
It was a full body tackle.
Highly unprofessional.
That's right. Captain Calypso is nothing if not professional at all times. We are not sure. Never mind. Moving on with the recap. So it ended with Captain Calypso threatening to detonate a fusion bomb inside the city.
Sure did.
Yeah, that was That was something. And all of you being hauled in front of Lord Electo, and some of you being placed on or you're being placed under house arrest.
say-
You guys are inside the
I was
chapel.
about to say, some of
Let me
us.
finish my. All right. Getting into it. So that's right. It was so the major setup outside of the chapel, and Gemma was coming out to negotiate. I don't want to say peace, but at least to negotiate with the large amount of armed guards with heavy flamethrowers pointed right at the spot where the door came out. You were trying to close the door quickly, but they won't even let Gemma out of the door. So, Yar, that is where we are at. You are inside House Electo dining room, being fed just cubes the color of a rainbow for you.
Oh, good.
Right.
Rainbow cubes.
So, that is when Liso, the major domo, comes in. My lord, I do apologize, but there seems to be an incident at the temple. Both the major and yourself have been requested. It seems that the Lady Gemma has emerged, and they are wanting to storm the cathedral.
No.
I think that is a bad idea.
Yes.
We should get there now.
Yes.
Do you think we should contact any your allies, Gregor and
Yes.
Jexa?
100%. Gregor may be needed to throw people through windows. I mean, they are both very intelligent and very good at communication. We need all hands on deck here.
I will gather my guards and head to the temple. You gather your friends, and may the Lady of Light have mercy on our souls.
I'm getting there. What? Right.
Right, just
Okay.
all right.
Like the Muppets, you know, and they were like.
That's right.
Okay, so I am on house arrest. Can I leave the building? So just like scoot out of here?
Liso is escorting you.
Okay.
He is taking the prisoner under the authority of
Yes.
House Electo.
Yes.
And a couple of the guards start to give him, start to push back, but look at you and then look at Liso, and they kind of know that Liso, he's like the steward of the city. So his word, while not law, carries a lot of weight with it.
Cool.
We must go quickly. Yes. Finger guns.
Okay, so Jexa and Gregor, I think, are still at the
The power plant, rigging the
place.
generator to explode.
Yes. So we should get to them quickly. Are we able to walk there within a relatively short amount of time, or do we have something that kind of goes vroom vroom, anything like that?
You don't really have anything that goes vroom vroom.
What about
inside
bring
this.
bring?
Sure. There's definitely a
Bring bring. Little bicycle.
yeah.
So time is of the essence here. They have.
Yes. Does Calypso know how to ride a bike, or is she going to spend more time learning to ride the bike?
I have a 3 in perform.
In perform?
I don't know.
Is that what you think it is? It's not like,
What
I
is
don't know.
Yeah, it's probably faster for you guys to run.
Drive.
Oh, drive. Hilariously, I have a 3 in that too. I have
Alright.
an 8 in pilot.
You are able to pilot or to drive the bicycle
Thank you.
to the generator.
Okay. So Gregor and her just like hanging out.
Well, we're working
We're-
on it.
yeah,
We're
Yes.
working.
Yeah.
Working. Okay.
Hey,
So-
Captain,
Hey,
you look out of breath.
pedaling, biking,
Pedaling.
Oh.
biking. No.
No,
What-
no,
what are you-
not pedaling. Got it.
What are you-
Pedaling. I have a sorted past. He definitely said sorted, like,
Not sorted.
yeah.
We're
Put a pin in it.
put it in your pocket. We're gonna come back to this later. We need to go to the temple right now.
What? Why?
Figuratively. Figuratively.
Why? Why do we?
So
What happened?
Gemma may or may not have taken someone who was
Okay.
infected
Oh.
inside.
Okay.
Oh
And
no. Why would she just kill him?
Him? Them.
Gregor's got issues.
look, less talking, more bring pedaling, and let's go.
It's not a tandem bike.
Okay. I will.
Putting the little one with the little legs on it.
Hey, I got a 5 in drive.
There you go. She's got this. She's on bring.
I like
She can
how
even do the.
this is what my game has become. Our game, I apologize.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
It's all of our journey.
It's all part of the journey. Remember that time that Calypso commandeered a bicycle? Like 6 seconds ago? It was awesome. All right, so what are you doing? You can't really see out the doors. You can see Gemma, and there's this like orange and red glow that just sort of highlights the front half of her armor, and you can feel like just the waves of heat coming inside the temple.
I guess just continuing to wait. If Gemma's not stepping out, there's a good reason for that. I'm not gonna try to like push her out, shut the door.
Okay.
I'll wait.
All right. So you hear, all right, you dirty traitor. Give me one good reason not to tell these soldiers to light you up like a candle on festival day. It's the voice of Major Pagano.
Of course it is.
It puts you like on the back, and like you know, like how kids, one will be standing on the back and they'll use little spool thingies off the wheel, the back wheel, and the hands on the shoulder. We're totally bringing that right now. That is the image I want solidified into your head.
It's like right here. This is vengeance for that squelching sound.
Yeah,
That's fair. The squelching sound? Was that? Okay.
Hey, bring.
So Gemma begins to ask for Electo. She is being very vague in like the threat has been neutralized. You don't need to worry about Bessarion. We brought him here to see if the lady could do anything for him. And Pagana's basically having none of it. Listen, you either bring out Bessarion so that we can see what you're saying is true, in which case I may just throw you underground for a couple of years, or these fine gentlemen will fire these fine flamers, and you will be incinerated.
She survived 4 lightning bolts.
All of a sudden, everybody, flamethrowers, everything, they just bring.
Except that one guy on the heavy flamethrower who is like, I like to watch things burn.
The thumb action.
You
of the
know
stream
that
today.
you have a feeling when you hear that if you were to look out the window or like out the door, you would see the light of the pilot light like reflected in that guy's wide, anxious eyes.
Oh, he's very hypnotized by his fire.
Yeah. All right. So you arrive. You can see that Electo kind of comes in beside you.
Okay.
Oh, that's not good. The major is here first.
Yeah.
I will go try and talk her down. Do you have any idea what is going on inside the temple?
Not
really.
I was remembering last Friday. There's been some time between last Friday and this Friday and 4th of July. I gave a key. I think that's all I did. Was
Yeah,
just
well,
give a
and you
key.
tackled
Oh, and I tackled.
unattractive.
Yeah. No, I don't. But that one has crazy eyes, and I know crazy eyes because I have them. So
Lisa's
So-
like, Lisa and Gregor are like,
So, why is Gemma in front of the doors?
I don't know.
So she took somebody inside
Yes,
who was infected with the black
the virus thingy up from.
virus, and did she tell you that she took him downstairs
She asked me for the key,
to the
downstairs.
and she ran. And that's about as far. And then when I got here, people were trying to shoot her,
Okay.
and I
Well,
just
that's
kind
not
of
good.
jumped on people.
Okay.
I tackled.
Right. Focused. It's in my pocket.
Yes.
Okay. Downstairs, Beatrice has her crypt is down there.
Right.
So Gemma may have taken whoever to the crypt to be purified. That doesn't feel right. Jexa says, like that's Jexa saying purified.
Jixa says it like a
The question?
Pentecostal preacher.
Yeah.
Just out of curiosity. It was
Yeah,
interesting.
Uh-huh.
All right, Alecto is just heading up the stairs towards the top.
I'll go with.
I'm gonna elbow one of the flamethrower guys. Since
They're like at the top of it.
dang it! I'm gonna get up there first then, and I'm just gonna be like, "What's going on?"
Which one? So you're running ahead of everyone?
Yeah.
So okay, what on the left or the right?
I'm totally going up to Crazy Eyes. Let's be real.
Well, you can only see the backs of their head.
I
on the left.
know which one's Crazy Eyes. I can
You just
feel
feel the
it.
vibe. Do you have a weird point?
I do. Dang it. Here's my
Yeah, you definitely know which one's the crazy one.
Yes.
He's like, I'm gonna get to burn that one.
What happens if you don't get to burn that one?
Then I suppose I'll go home and let matches burn down.
That's a great idea. Do you have a dog?
No.
That's good. You should keep it that way. While she's talking to him, can she turn off his pilot light?
No. I mean, you could try. Getting between that man and his pilot light may not be the best, like the wisest.
You took my weird point already.
I did.
Darn.
You had to sense crazy. All right, Alecto gets up there. Major, what is the meaning of this? This is the one who brought in the infected one.
Right, like.
So let her out and we can talk normally. She may be infected too. Yes, if only we had some way
Can't
of
you scan
detecting
her?
that.
The little
Yes.
beep beeps.
And like 3 guys are like,
Yeah.
and they all go green, and you just see Pagana looks at both of you.
It itched. That was the most efficient, it's kind of thick.
What?
Another. Not.
Jackson just gonna put his hand on her, like, stop, sweetie.
It's fine. It's fine.
He's red.
So, very well. You put down your weapons, leave them in the chapel, and step out. If any other people are inside the chapel of the Lady of Light, Saint Beatrice, this is your chance to come out, or we will shoot whoever comes out. You have until the count of 10. Gemma kind of takes her sword and leaves it inside the threshold of the temple.
You don't need no sword.
Takes out takes out her laser pistol, her blaster weapon.
One of those scenes where it just keeps
Yeah,
going.
it just keeps happening. And
I assume Alexa will come out too.
No. Alexa does not.
Calypso has a private conversation with Crazy Eyes about his favorite types of dogs.
I don't like dogs. I'm more of a cat person.
What are your favorite the cat?
There's only one kind.
What's that?
The Limbus cat.
Up to you.
Alexa says, I will stay with Bessarion. I believe he is safe.
I do too.
And we
I
can
don't know if we're safe.
give Alexa the keys.
7, 8, 9,
11 Ds.
10.
Hang on. Alexa has Virgil,
Sassafras.
right? This
Has
is
what?
Abby. Alexa has Virgil.
She does have Virgil.
Okay. I'm giving one key to Alexa. I'm taking one key.
Nope, they have to both go in on the same side or else
She has Virgil.
that is true.
So we're saying Alexa could open the door.
Okay,
With Virgil, correct?
that's true.
And one key.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You can't open the door with one key.
Correct.
Right.
Okay.
So I'm gonna come out.
All right. The guy is like, do you stick your tongue out at him?
No.
Because if you do,
I know it would provoke something. No,
I'm
I'm,
gonna
not
have
doing
to
it.
jump on somebody with fire, and that's very scary.
I'm not doing it.
all right,
It was just me wanting to do it.
it's fair. I was just asking you. You have a penchant for
Yep.
antagonizing NPCs.
Yep.
So, we will deal with all of this back at Ranger Command. Rangers, you kind of see. You will all follow me. You as well, Lord Electo. And you can, as you kind of watch, the guards that he brought with him, half of them are also holding their weapons on you, and the other half.
It's a coup.
I'm pulling the door shut behind me.
Okay. It seals.
So we just make a run for my ship. We just screw it.
You can't.
I'm done. I don't even
Alexa
care.
is in the temple.
I have left people. There's a.
Virgil.
When
what
you
time is it? We
when
gotta.
yeah when you met Calypso, she had just left her first mate with enough air to not last very long on an asteroid. A story that she's not shared with Gregor.
No.
No, that's fair.
Not at all.
All right, Cav, you got a plan? Get out of here.
I have a plan to get out of here.
I'm asking. There's more than 17 people here.
Yeah. Jax is small. You are tall. We can just run. Be done. Just,
That was a beautiful poem, but I don't think that.
get a baked potato on, the planet.
We need
Something
Virgil
or another.
to get through the gate.
They start leading you.
Okay.
If you don't go,
I'm
you
not
can
going.
talk. You can talk.
I'm
If you
going.
don't
I'm
go, they
going.
definitely
I'm going.
poke
I
you.
forgot about that part.
Yeah, so you can't leave without Virgil.
I have kicked those doors before, so help me.
Don't you
It
hurt
didn't
your
do much
toe?
either.
Okay. So who's inside?
Alexa and our friend.
Okay.
Does it rhyme with Percival?
Bessarion.
Who?
Pagana says Bessarion, the one who was infected, the ranger who took them out.
Bessarion was infected?
Yes,
Yep.
I feel like
I'm sorry, Major. I was in with the reactors.
are they ready to go
For the shields, yes.
for the explosives?
No.
Gemma points out, not that it'll help. They're coming under the walls.
This is fine. I'm only having a breakdown. It's fine. It's fine. Can we leave? Can we just...
We need Alexa.
That's what I'm saying. You can't get in there anymore, can you?
She can come out. We're not getting in.
I think we need to hear what Gemma did.
So your
What did
friends
Gemma
have another set of keys.
do?
Maybe. Maybe I left both keys with her.
Doesn't matter, does it? Because if she doesn't come out, she starves. So this coy routine, this crazy routine, this frightened child routine, this all needs to end.
I'm not a routine. I'm just
Why
having a panic.
don't
A big panic.
somebody explain what's happening?
Well,
Are you Gemma or Pagana?
I'm Pagana.
Okay. Alright, so we took the Syrian in the temple to be healed of his affliction.
I'm so stressed.
The Lady of Light has graced him with life and finding unity between his humanity and the affliction.
So she allowed it to progress all the way, so Viserion is gone.
Can I see if Juxa knows, like, can read through what Alestra is saying and put all the pieces
I
together?
think Jexa's smart enough to,
I got a wits of 8.
yeah.
Beats Gemma's 3.
The blessing
So the
Gemma won't make eye contact with you.
Poor Gemma.
If you're watching, I'm sorry.
where are we? Have we arrived? At
You've
wherever-
arrived at the ranger command, and you can see
Right.
that some of the guards are kind of taking Liso and Lord Electo away from you.
Okay. May Lord Electo stay and hear what has happened.
Why
It's still his city.
is it?
He cares for these people.
He does, as do I.
They're crawling under the walls. What are you gonna do?
Well, that remains to be seen.
If you would give him any respect at all, he should know what is happening to his city.
Give me a charm plus presence roll.
Well, goody. I am 7.
Got any weird points to us, spend?
It's still 7, so a favorable result of 7.
Statistically drops it down to a 5, so saying it's your choice. Any surges left?
No, because when I rested, you said I didn't get my surges back.
That's because you didn't roll.
A 6!
Nice.
Yes.
Alright, I got
How much
I
are you
got
spending to convince her?
it. Well, I had 2
Okay.
from last time, so that brings me to a total of 8.
Yep.
This is okay, so 2 is easy, 4 is medium, 6 is difficult, 8 probably impossible, so I might as well spend them all. Because I would like somebody who's not going to try to kill us in the room.
Very well. With 8 points, that hits tough,
Okay.
which is what you needed.
Okay.
So she sits you in a small, windowless, fluorescent light concrete room with a steel table in the middle.
This is fine.
Okay.
And about 10 minutes later, Lord Electo comes in with Liso.
Okay.
Pagana has gone to deal with things. She is not in the room yet.
Okay. So I will turn to Electo and Liso, and I'm going to tell you what I think has happened, and the reason why Gemma won't look at me anymore. In the temple of the Lady of Light lies Saint Beatrice's body.
Yes, we know that.
The other that have been residing in this planet that you have attempted to destroy through the scouring of this planet has found its way under your city and into the Temple of Light.
So it's inside the walls already, like Gemma said.
It is. In this particular circumstance, because of their nearness to the Lady of Light, they themselves have been infected. They are no longer the malicious, humanity-destroying beings that are residing outside of the walls. They have changed, and they bear humans no ill will. When they speak into your mind, you can tell what is a lie and what is truth, and they do not lie.
This is truth, priestess.
It is all truth.
When we went into the temple, we did meet them and speak with them, and they agreed to not harm humans, and we're in favor of our plan to get you off of this planet as soon as possible. They no longer have contact with the beings outside the walls, and they do not like them,
Correct.
although like is
They
Oh,
hate them. They're not
weird
part of
word.
them.
or something that squelches through your ear when they tell you their name. If Basarian was infected, Gemma would have taken him to the commune and seen if they could help him. And I'm assuming he lives, you said, but he's no longer Basarian. He is now a mouthpiece for the commune and the humans, a link between those under the city and those that live within the city. The commune were the ones who told us that it has already been, your city has already been infected.
Allow me to fill in a few blank spots, which Jack says guessing at. While we were down there, the community did agree to help rid Basarian of the evil inside his body. I don't have a human word for their name. Like Jex has said, it's a squelching noise, which I can't replicate.
Themselves the commune.
The commune are the good of these creatures. They did rid Basarian of the other, but in the process, Basarian, his soul is no longer his own. He is communed, but a mouthpiece for them. He was also able to tell us the plans of the other since he was hearing them at first. And since he's able to tell us that, this is how we know the other are already coming under the walls to get to the city. We believe this could be very useful to the people here to know the plans if we can get Major Pagana to listen.
There's also a possibility that the commune will help protect you
they're not strong enough to defeat the other, but they can fight back if they agree as well. If we
And-
can find a mutual peace while we fight the other.
The plan is still to get all humans off of this planet, but
You're telling me that the city is no longer safe, and my
Correct.
only hope is a group of these things that tell you they're all right.
Yes.
I mean, looking at this side, 48 hours ago, your only hope was me. And what am I?
Personally, I still believe Calypso is your best hope, but your time is
we're-
severely
This analogy
limited
is
now.
taken. That was way too kind of you on me.
No, it's the truth.
Calypso is not used to compliments. She's taken back.
It's not really a compliment, it's just a statement of fact.
It's a compliment to her.
okay. I don't know if using the bomb will help at all, and getting somebody off-world and to a port to get a ship to get the rest of humanity will take time, and so someone needs to be able to convince Major Pagana that destroying what is inside the temple is not her best option.
I don't think she can destroy something in the temple. You sealed it.
You have a key.
Can I?
She has a key.
We left the other priestess Alexa inside. She has ways to open the door, but we don't have ways to get in. As obviously Bessarion, we can still call him that, is still inside as well.
I mean, that's a good question, but
Can I?
There
Is
were there were only 2 keys.
yes. And then we picked up an icon, which makes it a third key.
You used Lord Electo and Virgil to get inside,
Correct.
and then you used the icon and Lord Electos to get out.
Out.
We
But
also have
Major Pagana gave her a key,
Oh, that's correct.
which makes it 4.
Okay.
Yes. No, keeping track of all the keys
Right,
is
the
a
keys
fun.
it's a shell game.
It's yeah.
I have a, does absorb work like perception or investigate?
Yes.
Do I need to roll to see if there's cameras?
No,
or-
there's totally cameras in.
Okay. So it's probably audio too. Okay.
Yeah.
And I can't just say my 130,000% hypothetical question.
What is your question?
I can't say
Oh,
it
because there's cameras
here. I'll write it to you just so you
There's-
know what the
there's
You
question
can say it
cameras.
out of character.
Oh, Carlos is just gonna be like, can we just kill her? Would that solve anything?
Yeah, that wouldn't go over well.
I mean, it's a question. But yeah, since there's cameras and stuff, she does
So
not say that.
You are asking me to take a leap of faith.
We would have shown you Bessarion and let him talk for the community if Major Pagana hadn't made such a drastic move.
What you need to understand is that Major Pagana's move was not drastic.
No.
You're
You
right.
brought an infected person. You told no one what was going on. And you took it into the one place in the city that we could not get to. And now you are asking me, after all that, to trust you.
Yes,
You can see why trust might be a bit in short supply.
indeed.
Also, you'll notice that I am no longer in the receiving room of the Electo estate. I am in a jail cell with you, so convincing me of something. You have given the major what she needed, whatever justification, And he looks right at the camera. Whatever justification she felt was the tipping point to engage in a military coup.
On a planet that is theoretically, how long do you think these people have to live here?
I was hoping 6 to 8 weeks, like we discussed.
So then you realize, look at this camera, that everything you're doing is temporary. Which means if it's just temporary, then it's just a Band-Aid. A permanent solution is available. It's still there. You just have to let the people permanently do it.
The door hisses open. True. I can only assume that you can come up with some flawless plan to keep your ship powered down, taking some key component with you so that it's useless to me.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, that's what I would do if I were in your situation.
Well, I'm not as smart as you. Darn.
There's just only the...
Her wits of 8.
So, here's how this is going to go. And she sits down. We are going to figure out where this supposed invasion under the city is coming from, and if we can't find it in time, we will continue to blow up the original objective like we planned.
So,
Fairy tales about magical beings who convert enemies to friends. I'm all out of fairy tales today.
she's legitimately raising her hand.
Miss Calypso.
Thank you. So, hypothetically speaking, if we can even get back in, what if we let you guys into the temple and you can just physically see it?
From what your friend here said, there's more of them in the temple.
The good ones.
Yes, the good ones.
But here's the thing. You're under a time limit and a short supply of friends and an even greater enemy. What's the harm? At this point, what is the harm? You get into the temple, you can find other areas that you haven't previously been able to explore. You might find some weaknesses down there. You might find a port of entry down there, and you might be able to further help yourself, buy yourself more time, because you have more lay of the land at that point. Best case scenario, you have a temporary ally that can help you while I go get Big Ship, and Big Ship saves all of you.
This is JM, not Major Pagana. She does not smile.
She doesn't know what smiling is.
She does.
She does.
All right, Calypso.
Shoot.
No, we're not using shoot right now.
That's not what I meant.
Give me an impress plus presence roll.
Okay. I needed an 8 and I got a 4.
All right, so
4B.
you got 4 VP.
Oh,
No.
I just forget about that.
How many are you spending on?
Shit, man, I guess all 4. That's all I got. She wants to believe me.
Here's how this will go down. You will bring this thing out of the temple. My people will go in and verify what you said.
Not crazy eyes. But the one with the I want to burn, and if I can't burn, I will flick matches in my bedroom. Not that one. He likes cats. But that one has to stay here.
I have just the place for him here. We will discuss with this thing what you have said. And just in case you are planning on any sort of violent retribution,
I'm not smart enough to know what even that means.
I do not buy that. Less than 6 hours ago, you were threatening to blow up things inside the city. So I will be keeping your man, Gregor, and the wounded one, Nigel, as insurance.
It's fine. You trusted people a little bit more, things would be so much easier for you. You should definitely
Yes.
see a therapist when you get to a station, because you're
Yes.
gonna get off this planet.
As soon as that happens, I will put away the gun and take up harvesting fairy dust. But until then,
There's no such thing as fairy dust.
oh, someone just killed a fairy.
You're so weird.
There's tomatoes, there's potatoes.
You will bring the thing here. I will give
With your
orders.
assurances that he won't be harmed.
I think you're in any position to ask me for assurances.
Oh,
You're
I
the ones
think we
asking
are.
me to go out on faith.
We're
Let's-
trying to help you save your people. Without us, you have no chance. We are trying to help you. Will you please assure us you won't harm
I have.
old Bessarion and the commune within the temple?
Do you understand how crazy you sound?
Completely,
Yes.
yes.
Do you understand for the
Sounds
last
like a normal thing to
2,000
me.
years, they have used trick after trick after trick,
Do the little
Just
big
like-
things.
just like Bessarion.
I do understand that. Have you scanned us? Are we infected?
You don't have to be infected to be dumb enough to fall for their plans.
No.
See, now you believe I'm dumb. Why couldn't you like 5 seconds ago?
I will make no promises. I will speak with him. That is the promise that you have. I will not tell my men to turn flamers on the basement until they have word from me. That is the promise that you have. I will not have guards come in here and put all of you to the firing squad until after I talk with him. That is the promise you have from me. I'm in control of this city. You are off-worlders.
Asterisk. Bottom of page. Your literal living salvation.
She may have thought this through.
I wanted to say that, but she says it nicer.
You look like someone just killed your Limbus cat.
That's his favorite cat.
Someone might have.
Right as she inhaled to speak.
Sorry.
I will go with you.
What you got?
We will meet
Cons.
Bessarion.
They will bring the thing here. Do you want to go escort it?
Sure.
Fine. I will send a squad of rangers with her. I will send a group in full gear in with her to hold the temple. No more of this shutting the doors and locking us out of our own shrine.
You cannot come into the temple.
I do not want to go into the temple.
No, I know, but your men going into the temple cannot receive any instructions from you.
As long as the doors are open, the shielding effect should be done. And if not, I will hand deliver my messages.
Just saying, if you had a little bit more trust, this could be so much easier.
Trust is a thing on short supply on Limbus.
But she's aware. She's
Okay.
frustrated about it.
And you two, do you wish to go with her?
No, I'll stay with Gregor.
I'll accompany her.
I don't need to see that. I have never seen it, and I'm not going to.
Team just go down Dex's face.
There's like, her avoidance of religion is. There's a reason. We'll get there one day, but she's staying here.
All right. So, 2 guards escort you to the room. Nigel's kind of sitting up against the wall. He looks like a shade of green. Gregor is pacing back and forth, and there is another mirror broken.
Why did they put a mirror in here?
It's a cell.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go and sit next to Nigel. How you holding up there?
I'm all right. It's just, my turn down service was a little bit rougher than I like.
Yeah. Your girlfriend's alive for now. I mean, your girlfriend's alive.
Now, where is Alexa? I haven't seen her for quite a while.
Inside the temple with the door shut.
There's a temple.
You've. Oh, my
still
sweet
on.
summer child.
Oh, Nigel.
How's your fever? You feel warm.
He actually, he's got a little bit of a sweat sheen, but.
Yeah.
So what's the play, Captain?
We're gonna sit tight and we're gonna prove someone wrong.
Foot log.
We're gonna sit tight and do nothing
Right.
because we're gonna prove somebody wrong. Because in our doing nothing, our friends are gonna do everything and show them that all of this was stupid. Because I'm sick of it. Little small spaces that are not my ship. I am sick of it.
God, I miss you, boy.
Yep. Miss staring out into the vast, just blackness of space, knowing that any second, if just one bolt, we could all die.
Yeah. Sometimes when I stare out into the blackness of space, I kind of feel like I lose myself.
Right?
Space stares back in.
Something whispers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Dex is not there.
This is probably why you and Gregor get along so well. All right. Oestra, where are you going? Are you staying here or are you
I already
going?
said I was going with Jackson.
All right. All right, so the Rangers fall in around you and they escort you back through the city.
Where's Gemma?
Gemma is staying with Count Electo. They're both back under not house arrest, but full arrest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're in a cell with a broken mirror.
Yep. They're in the
Wonder
cell,
what
next cell over.
This isn't like an old Western where you can just...
No, that would be great. Yeah, no one is singing Swing Low, Sweet Chariot or anything like that.
Okay.
Yet.
Yeah.
Yes. What you need to know about Lisa is he's a baritone.
Best singer.
So they fall in around you and they escort you through the city. And you can see the temple of the Lady of Light up ahead, and it seems dark, right? The lights of Beatrice they're gone. And there are a ton of, there's 2 squads full of rangers. Half of them are kitted out like they would be going outside the city, and the other half are standing there. They got large backpacks on. They have a lot of things strapped to the packs. And you get to the landing where the doors are, and the squad captain goes, "All right, this is you. Get us in."
Prepare yourself. Bang, bang, bang. Alexa, Celeste, run.
Bringing it back.
Jexa, please open the doors.
The light splits the doors, and they slowly swing open, and Alexa is standing there, kind of tucking something back into her. Welcome all to the Chapel of... Oh, that's a lot of guns.
It is.
And they just kind of push past her, and the people in the full gear kind of move out past the narthex into the nave, and they surround someone. And the other ones they scan Alexa and push her to the side, and you can see they start taking their packs off and setting things up.
Commune, we have need of you and your wisdom.
We are here.
Would you agree to come with us to speak to the leader of the military, Major Pagana? Help us try and strategize
That one is known to us.
I imagine she is. She is fearsome.
Are these to be my escort?
Yes. Not by our choice.
The ones in the full gear are like, nope, we're staying here. Your escort's outside.
Dun, dun, dun.
That's right. Major Pagana has ordered that some of her men remain here to validate our words of speaking of the commune. We could hide your presence no longer. Will you agree to come with us and be the mouth of the commune to Major Pagana?
That was...
These men stay. They
Okay.
have also agreed not to harm you until specifically ordered.
That one better.
Yeah, I really could have. No words are coming.
Until proven
I'm
otherwise.
doing my best, guys. I'm doing my best.
And Bessarion steps forward with the shimmering black oily eyes. We will attend.
I am very grateful. Thank you. Let's go.
This one is known to us as well.
That tugged on my heartstrings. I was not pleased by that.
Hi.
It's not stressy. It's fine.
As they walk out, should tissues or something. Throw me those. I'm going to. Oh, I thought I could do this. Apparently I can't. Apparently I get emotional. I am going to reach out and take Bessarion's hand. Oh,
Wow, this sucks.
right? if he lets me.
He does.
Okay.
The thing that was known as Bessarion kind of gives you a very quizzical look. This act is known to us as well.
I'm about ready to leave this room.
Yeah, it is.
All right, you will come with us. We will take you to the major. And you see the ones just inside the narthex start pulling stuff out of the packs, screwing things together.
I'd recommend not closing the doors or else you'll lock yourself in there.
I will stay with them. Ensure that nothing untoward happens.
Thanks, Alexa.
I don't like it.
She squeezes your shoulder.
Right now, Jackson just has tears going.
So
I
you,
put my hand on Alexa's shoulders. The lady's blessing with you.
all right. So they escort you back down to.
Great.
They don't seem to be worried about you two as much as they are very focused on
Obviously. How many guards are there?
6.
Okay.
Calypso could take them.
I don't
She
have my
could.
weapons on me. I had to drop them in the temple.
I assume that my weapons are all stripped from me, and okay.
I might still have mine, but okay. So we walk.
Is there anything you want to say to Viserion on the way
Oh,
there?
I can't.
Okay. All right. This is how they live.
Humans live in these houses. That's what these buildings are called. They hold
Just imagine
bedrooms
Gregor.
where they sleep.
You're so-
They hold places for them to eat. They have places for them to bathe. And within each house is typically a family.
This is hideous.
Yep.
Savage.
Do you have any sort of structures that the commune have made?
The commune do not do this.
What do you do?
Once we dwelled with them, there was peace. And then your kind came and killed all that lived on the surface but themselves. And now we are the commune. We stay by the second sun.
Is it warm?
The second sun is light.
Sometimes light can be cold.
This is
Is what?
I'm going to bring you to the ranger station. You're still holding.
Okay, I am, and before we enter, I'm going to just kind of say softly, like, yeah, we were gonna take Viserion away from this.
This is known to us.
Yeah, so we're going to try to take everyone else.
This too is known to us.
Oh. Sorry.
Pinched yourself.
Hmm.
We need your help to do so. Why would you ask me that?
Because I want to know the answer, and you're there. And I made it worse.
You might have.
We,
Thanks.
the commune, will do what we can for the sake of the second son
Thank you.
and for this one's sake. And they hustle
Did
you
you ask?
in.
Is that the question? Did you ask?
No, I did not ask the question because I know what happens.
I'm gonna ask the
He
question.
stays.
All right.
We're just gonna put that one in note timeout.
That one goes in no time out. Oh, the quote log. So, the lieutenant kind of pokes her head in. They're back. Do you want to be in on that?
Yes.
All right, I can't let these ones go, but you were in the first one. I think you.
We will return to our rock, paper, scissors game when I'm back. I will beat you.
And here I was thinking the name of the game was Gregor Picks Rock. But all right.
Okay.
Okay.
No, but that's fine.
Luenzo kind of. All right. Come on.
Okay.
And they take you into they deposit all of you in a slightly nicer area, but there are 8 guards along each wall.
Uh-huh.
There's a Limbus cat guy here.
Yeah, he's here.
You both make friends really easily.
That's, yep.
So they're standing in in a gallery that overlooks this conference area, looking down. Limbus cat guy and 3 others. They've just got flamethrowers.
Okay.
You all have military weapon capabilities, yes?
Yep.
Yeah. So you all know that, or you don't. You 2 know that if those flamethrowers go off, they're just gonna fill the entire conference room.
I hope that's
It's
not
raining.
hail.
Hail, no?
Say that when we find what happens to my car.
You want to see what spread jackets out over your car? Just stand out there and hold them.
I got stuck at a Taco Bell when it was hailing, and I was like running to my car to be like, I'm gonna fling my body over it.
Alright, so yeah, no, Jexa continues to hold Basarian's hand.
Okay. It's nice to know that Calypso's attachment to the Ovoy is just a refinement of Lee's attachment to.
I am projecting. Oh no! Oh no!
So you see that
Take some realistic. It's fine.
in the
Say right what you know.
as the doors open, you can see that Electo is in there, as well as Pagana. Pagana's sitting at the far end, and her chair looks almost throne-like that she's sitting in. It's just a larger chair that has. I'm just going to go with that. And there are 4 chairs here.
Okay.
Have a seat. Assume this one is the one that you were to bring. This thing.
Yes, this is the commune.
Major Pagana. All right, what's your plan then? Because you can clearly see mine.
Yes.
I feel like that's unfair. You're just setting up for failure. Like you have to have a good, positive, optimistic energy and realize that things could actually turn out fine without fire and fury and blood and drama. Like things could just be fine.
That has been the arc of our society for the last 1,000 years. Things have turned out fine.
By staking people and literally throwing them to the very thing that you're trying to avoid.
Anyway, commune, are you able to tell us where the other are under the city?
I know where they will be.
Are they're not there yet?
No, they are in what you call the sanitary and sanitation tunnels.
Do you know how long it will take them to reach the city?
They are close.
Okay.
How much time?
I don't know if they have a grasp of time.
That's fair.
Major Pagana, I think the plan for you would be to hear from the commune and determine whether or not you have any hope of survival with or without them. As of right now, they can tell you plans of the other, and they can tell you if you have hurt them or not. If you want to continue with your plan of bombing the group outside the walls, perhaps you can know if you are actually successful.
Will it work? Your device that will turn matter into energy will destroy the colony, but not those that have infected the city already.
It would give the humans more time, or time to survive.
Perhaps the commune are willing to. He kind of holds up his hands and they are willing to act as a
I'm so over all these weird hand things.
oh, don't worry, you'll like the next place. Assuming you make it off this place. As a alarm, a sound in the darkness to warn you should the others come.
And Bessarion, or commune, is there anything that you can give Major Pagana here to be able to trust you and the commune that you are different?
God is like, I don't think so.
Okay.
Bessarion commune kind of. We have not attacked any. Your men are still in the cathedral. We have not infected or drawn any more into communion with us. These three have remained separate. Does that not count for something? The others consume all save the commune.
Just can't stop fidgeting right now.
Yeah, I'm the same way. It's not stressful, I'm fine. You can tell us where they're at in the sewers. Yes. And the bomb will work. Yes. And you will stay here until we verify both. If that is what it takes. You three will still deliver the payload.
If the command is okay with it.
Still make sure the shields protect the city.
Got to zero that out.
Okay, you spent all.
Yeah, I didn't have many. So I think I have a surge.
How many hours? Oh, you don't have a concept of time.
If it's evening, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If we were to drop the bomb once the light came again, would that be too late?
No. And especially not if the major attacks the other now.
And by that, you mean the other that are in the sewers?
Yes.
Is there, Major Pagana, is there a way to seal off the sewers?
We thought we had.
I see.
Very well. And like all of the guns turn on Basarian and checks up. We're going to quarantine him until all of this plays out.
Okay.
You are going to drop our bomb.
Yep.
You are going to.
Yes.
Then I suppose when the sun rises, we'll figure out how this all shakes out.
Yep.
Cantalecto, I'll remit the prisoners into your charge. I don't want to run this city, but I'll die to protect it. Come along quickly.
Berries. You could farm berries.
All right, and that is where we're going to stop and take our break for this evening. When we get back, we will find out if the crew of the Ovoid can actually pull this off and make it off planet. So join us in about 10 minutes when we get back from our break. We should be back on by 8:30, and I hope you're enjoying it, and we'll talk with you shortly.
Yay.
General Pagana will farm berries. I keep hitting the table.
I think right now it doesn't matter.
She's not here to yell at me.
Oh my
She's
gosh.
gonna watch this though.
I know.
half stop.
All right. Welcome back. When we left off, Count Electo was taking the group back. You recover Gregor. You
I lost.
recover. You what?
Lost.
Yep, you lost. It wasn't great. But soon you find yourself back at the Electo estate. I do not know what is going on, but I am grateful that we are all alive.
Yeah, being alive is nice.
Sure.
I can
Being
have.
alive hurts. It's great.
I will have Liso provide you with beds,
And bread.
refreshers. And
Oh wait, they have Jello here.
we have bread.
Bread?
Yes.
It's the tan. It's the tan jello.
What's its texture?
Sort of.
Does it?
Liso turns and is like, I believe she is referring to the food cubes. Oh no, we have very limited supply of grain.
So you have like real bread.
Perhaps.
Can we have like just like a half? This is very important. It's called comfort food, carbohydrates, you know, cry, eat carbs, hold each other, talk about things that make you laugh, eat the carbs. So many carbs.
Liso just goes, I will bring you half a bread.
Thank you. She's totally gonna put her arm around you and be like, it's okay, I have real food for you.
Can I just go to my room and rest so I can
Yes.
actually regain hit points?
Well, you get to roll to see if you regain hit points.
Roll to save our surges.
All right. Well, if that is what you guys would like to do, so she's gonna go rest. What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna just provide bread to her.
She did get like a night's sleep, so.
And like, I'm not gonna talk. I'm just gonna give her the bread. And I'm just gonna be there. That's really about it.
Basically the difference in women who have been through breakups versus those who have not. Esther's been a priestess.
All right.
Yeah, I'm probably just gonna cry. It's fine.
Yeah. Into the bread.
Is that part of the ritual?
Bread is very important in breakups, okay?
That was Liso.
Oh.
All right. Liso brings you bread. It's a little half. You can see where it was broken. Very crusty on the outside, kind of soft in the middle.
That's good stuff, though. Thanks.
All right.
It's good for your skin. Doesn't, you know.
You hungry?
I'm not gonna lie. I have no clue what's going on, but
Breakup bonding.
Do you tell Jax any stories? So the last guy I was with before Gregor.
We're not going to talk about that story. I left him on an asteroid and he ran out of breath and probably died. It's fine. No, she pointedly avoids that one. She talks about her first love.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if we need to if I need to regale or if I.
Do you wish to regale with
You
a
don't
story?
have to.
You don't have to, but like I'm all ears.
Well, I think, okay, not, so I'll do this in third person. So Calypso will explain her first love when she was around Jax's age, and her parents found it not the best union, being that Calypso was actually from a family that had some money.
Uh-huh.
And he was definitely a pirate. And unfortunately, she will explain that one day he was killed under very mysterious circumstances. And she will explain that it's okay to not be okay, and it's okay to be very angry, and it's also okay if she needs time to distance herself for a sizable amount of time, that it's okay. And that everyone still loves her here.
Put my head on Calypso's shoulder and just sob.
I would like to say that I feel bad about putting you in this situation.
Don't lie.
He never does.
Lie? Or
Feel bad.
Feel bad.
I do sometimes. All right, so what I need all of you guys to do is, if you would like to try and get some of your vitality and surges back, I'm going to need you to give me a endurance plus vigor roll.
Wait, we can do vitality and surges?
Yes.
Nope.
So can I make 2 rolls?
No, it's one roll.
Very good.
Nope.
No.
Okay. It is a stressful night of sleep for the crew of the Oh Boy.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, we don't sleep.
No. There's no sleep.
I don't know what this thing is. Let us sleep. So
And a couple of hours before dawn, Liso interrupts whatever you are doing.
Okay.
The Major says they've encountered the other beneath the sewers. She wants the bombing run done.
all over the face.
Okay.
Wow,
Yeah,
guys, thanks.
You and Liso don't get along.
No, not at all.
Not at all. Not at all.
Okay. Calypso was just apparently wants to see the world burn, but not like crazy cat guy.
We're not even going to ask his name, are we? He's just
No.
going to be crazy cat guy.
He's Limbus cat guy or crazy cat guy. You are right. Yep.
Okay.
All right.
All right, let's do this.
So what's the plan, ladies?
I will go and help make the shields hold up, because we're at 70 to 95%.
That is true.
I will.
Where would I be of much use? I don't know what to do.
As a healer, maybe helping anybody who's down in the tunnels.
That's a good plan.
Or the sewers,
I could try that.
if they trust you to heal them.
If there's a lot of wounded, I doubt they would turn healers away.
All right, so you're heading down into the tunnels.
Probably to go find Major Pagana to get permission to try and help heal her soldiers.
Okay.
Good. Let's try some. And I'll just go to the.
She's touchy AF.
I'm just heading. I'm heading towards Oh Boy.
All right.
You picking up Gregor?
Gregor. I was about to say with Gregor. Yeah. Okay.
But do you want me to go with you or stay with?
Will you being here increase odds of success?
Probably not. You only need one of us unless things go really bad.
Okay, you're coming with me.
All right. Chromium walls soon. All right.
There's like this weird sense of like serene relief for Gregor and
Right.
Calypso right now. They're like, flying tin can, flying tin can.
We're not saying they're agoraphobic. They just don't like the outside.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to start with you.
Okay.
Rangers gather around you. They've got
A bomb.
Yeah, so Gregor and Jexa have rigged it up.
I was
so
about to say, wait, if I have the bomb, they
it'll
don't
be-
want to point guns at me.
No, the Rangers are helping you carry this
Oh,
thing.
okay.
Gregor lets you know that they've rigged it up so that it's got a remote magnet, so it'll grapple on the bottom of the ship,
You press a button.
on the hatch, and then you'll be able to drop it.
Okay.
All right, Alestra, you are up first.
Yes.
Reach the major?
Sure.
Okay.
There's this, you get into a small little command center. You see people moving around. There's a map, just a large circular board that they are writing with light pens on. And you can see that there's engage movements, there are things. Standing next to the major in a disc on the floor, like in a disc of light that is laid out on the floor with shackles on, is
Oh, boy.
Bessarion, who is like, no, 12 meters down the other tunnel.
Okay. Major Pagana, may I have a moment of your time?
I will give you a moment.
Thank you. Since I am of no use in the efforts of the bomb or dropping of the bomb or the shield, may I help your soldiers with healing down in the tunnels?
Very well.
Thank you.
Take her down there. One of the
I'm gonna tell whoever's taking me, I need to go by the temple first because all my things were dropped at the temple.
Right. Okay. It is. Well, you've never met. It is a young corporal.
What's your name, Corporal?
Desana.
Desana. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Sister Alestra.
It's not the same one.
I'm sure. Okay, so I assume we go.
That's not the one I met.
No, it was someone else.
Going backwards. Finding out.
So I go get my things.
She.
You meant Alyssa.
You went Alyssa.
Gosh dang it, they have the same name.
Yeah, language stagnates.
Delessa
And Desana.
and Dasani, right.
Desana.
Desana.
She's not water.
A trademarked name that we would not be allowed to use.
So when you get up to the temple, you can see that the guards are still
You are
there.
allowed.
They have
It's for a completely
the
different
ones in
purpose.
full gear
It
have
has nothing
built
to do
a
with
perimeter around the access hatch to the
To the downstairs.
downstairs. The other ones have attached a lot of gear to the walls and the pillars of the church.
Of course they did. They're rigging it to blow up. I would know this, right?
You can make an educated guess.
You can also like roll.
You could also roll.
What would I roll?
It would be a wits plus academia roll.
It would be perception plus academia?
No, because you see it clearly.
Might as well try. Yes. Got a 4 out of 8.
Okay. Yes.
Cool.
Your best guess is they're trying to not make it blow up.
Getting ready to blow.
Nope. Make it fall down.
Lovely. Okay, well, I'm gonna grab my things and Corporal Delessa. Getting the two names mixed up in my head now. I'm
Desana.
Desana.
Dang it. Sorry.
Sorry.
Corporal Desana, I'm ready to go.
All right, come with me. She leads you down into the sewers where they've established a small command post, and you can, the smell of flamethrower fuel is heavy in the air, and the smell of sewage is right beneath it. And the wounds that are coming in, the triage center, you know how they deal with this. Basically, if there's enough, if it hasn't spread far enough, they cut off the limb. If it's a torso or head wound, they put the person to sleep.
Right.
Is that like doggy terms.
Mm-hmm.
They send them to a farm in upstate Limbus where they live forever. Happily ever. It's okay. It's where all the Limbus dogs went too.
There are no doggies left.
Alright, well, who's the first one?
All right, so I'm gonna give I would like a wits plus remedy roll for you just to see kind of how you do overall in handling this.
Okay, so that's a 10, and I'm gonna boost it with my other 4 to 14. 13.
Nice.
Cool.
All right. How many are you spending on this being a triage healer here for this fight? Not saying I was hoping for a 1, but it would be fun to infect someone in the group.
Like a 20.
Again.
That would happen to me.
It totally would have, yeah.
Let's go with 8.
Okay, so spend your 8. We'll come back to you in a second.
Okay.
All right,
Okay.
you arrive at the generator station. What are you wanting to do?
Well, the plan was for Calypso to call me when she dropped the bomb, so I would know when to boost the shield for the fallout.
All right, give me a wits plus interface roll as you kind of go over everything.
Can I use my AI to help with this?
You may.
All right, that puts me at 15. 14.
You guys are all just one shy of.
We are. I want my weird point. I'd actually like to use 3 to create a weird point.
Okay, using your ingenious.
Mm-hmm.
Just remember, if you roll a critical and you are using technology,
Yeah.
that'll kick in your technosis rating.
Yes. Which will be fun.
I'm really hoping for that.
And I go crazy.
Just for a bit. All right. You guys.
I am crazy. It's okay.
Yeah, for you, when technosis kicks in, I'm gonna need you to play just a straight, just the straight woman for at least like an hour. Yeah.
Oh my god. That would be probably far creepier.
I'm sorry, Jexa, that does not compute. So you and the Rangers and Gregor head out with this bomb, and it becomes pretty obvious pretty early. They're waiting for you.
Pew Pew Town?
You see more of those large insect creatures that have been consumed. You see shambling bodies that are moving very jerkily as if they have to remember that they have bones. Some of them just sort of slide over the ground, moving towards you. Yeah, pew pew time.
Where were we previously? Vormir?
Ravenna?
Ravenna.
Yeah.
PTSD, Ravenna flashbacks. This is
Oh,
fine.
yeah.
This is fine. Pew pew time. Okay. So I'm just gonna shoot.
Go for it.
Okay.
As do the Rangers who are with you.
So I'm ambidextrous and I've got 2 guns, so I roll twice to hit. Is that how that works again? It's been a while. I have 2 gunfighting.
You do have 2 gunfighting, don't you?
I have 2 gunfighting and then I'm ambidextrous.
Don't you have to do one and then
You
do
do
the
one
other?
and then the next.
Okay.
And the second one is it's not normally with disadvantage, except you have
I'm ambidextrous.
ambidextrous.
Yeah. Okay, so impact is just your damage, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So my rolling is shoot plus dex.
It is dex plus shoot, yes, because they are close enough.
Okay. You little,
What did I do?
you wanted this number,
A 20?
and you got this number. Well, I have to roll my other one too.
I feel like you're blaming me for something.
Okay, one of them succeeds, one of them is a complication.
Okay. One of them succeeds, and one of
Yeah.
which guns?
One was a 6, so I think I get 6 VP.
Yes. What was the? Which one was the complication? Which weapon was it?
That was the Martech Amber,
It's the Martech Amber.
not the revolver. Praise.
There you go. Yep. Beatrice, good job.
Nicely done.
Yay!
And I'm going to give you for role playing, and you one for role playing. All right. To gain an extra attack, you can make the attack with the offhand pistol instead of moving, and it's unfavorable unless you have ambidextrous, so you're fine. All right, so I'm going to need you to roll a malfunction check with advantage, or with, not advantage, a favorable roll. So basically what you're going to do is I want you to roll 2d20 and tell me what you get.
Roll 2d20. A 4 and an 11. Like, oh, I'm sorry, whoever's watching this. It really itches. Oh, God, I could just barely get it. Oh, goodness.
That was fun to watch.
Like Sprout. Oh, my Lanta.
All
It's
right,
just slow enough.
what did you get again? I apologize.
4 and 11.
4 and an 11. All right, so you are fine. Your weapon does not overheat. Had you not been trained with energy weapons and not been able to do that, on 11 or higher, your weapon overheats and you have to vent it, and it doesn't work until
Oh,
you
good.
do so. All right, so the Martech Amber, which is normally your reliable weapon,
Yeah.
just
Shoot, that reminds me.
goes wild. But the other one kicks like a mule and takes a huge chunk out of the thing. The Rangers turn to you and they're like, "We'll lay down cover fire. You get to your ship. We have to get that bomb in the air."
Okay, sounds good. I'll keep one out.
Gregor starts pushing the cart faster.
I jump on the cart.
He's making his, like, yeah, noises. All right, when you get to the ship, you can see that.
Where did that come from?
Oh, that was me. Sorry. When you get to the ship, you can see the nose of your ship is covered in the same black, oily substance of the other. As it slowly starts to, it's sort of pulsing on the front of the Oh Boy. Captain,
I'm gonna murder you so hard.
I didn't do it.
Not you. Bad stuff.
Yeah, that's a problem. What are we gonna do?
Can I get into the ship?
Access hatches in the rear.
I'm gonna go.
All right,
Alright?
I'll get it attached.
Yep. I'm gonna do something. It's touching my ship.
All right, what are you doing?
I'm gonna blast it with my fucking shield. I mean, my Calypso gets mad. Forgive me, JD, for I have sinned.
You're fine. Go for it. All right. So Gregor pushes you right up to the back of the ship. You see the stuff starts moving closer towards you. He opens the back and starts unstrapping
Okay.
the generator.
Do I have to like football handle this? Like, hike.
No,
Okay.
you go take care of it. I'll get it in place.
Okay. Running inside.
Okay.
Jumping inside.
For the first time in days, the sound of the Oh Boy echoes beneath your feet as you go running in. That's the stale air of recycled.
Oh, I love the smell of slight metal, kind of taste in the back of your throat, and gunpowder, kind of that magnesium smell. Yep.
Yeah, that little bit of ozone from the refreshers that just don't work quite right, but keep the oxygen flowing. So
I can smell the last time someone took a poop. It's great. I miss you so much, oh boy.
didn't spit all over my notes. GM points. I take a weird point. All right, so you go running up.
Mm-hmm.
You spent how many points on your
8.
roll? All right, so it goes on for hours. People coming back. You either administering a lethal injection or sawing off.
They're putting them to sleep.
You either send them
She's
to
not there to hear any of this
upstate
anyway,
Limbus,
Upstate Limbus.
or you lose track of how many limbs you cut off.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know how that machine worked.
But at the end of it, the rest of the triage people, like, you're all gore splattered. Aides taking new bodies out. You have brief bits of respite, 15, 20 minutes before the next wave comes in. But it seems like they're holding the line. An hour passes, another hour passes. You're into the third hour, and you know that's when Calypso should be dropping the bomb.
That's when the storm is about to hit. Cool.
All right. What did you get on your roll? You had a 14. And how much are you spending?
I mean, I'll spend 10
We'll spend 10.
because I gotta spend I turned 3 into a weird point.
And your AI's name is Mother, yes?
No.
What is your AI's name? I was
Um.
hoping I could.
No. Carice.
It says hello.
I know you all.
I said how I wanted to be like.
Yes, the last time I mentioned her name, that was the reaction. I mean, wait, what? This is the first time I've heard this.
I really need that camera a little bit lower.
Perfect.
Clarice comes online. She's like, there is an instability in the reactor that has been brought in from the Oh Boy. It is only operating at 40% efficiency as opposed to the 80 that we left.
Can I fix it?
You will have to identify what the foreign substance is that is causing the inefficiency.
Okay, they've identified it.
All right, how much are you spending? All 14?
I spent 10.
You spent 10? Okay,
Yeah.
so you see, as you start analyzing the reactor, the fuel that the reactor uses, the generator uses, the ratios are way off.
Okay.
And they weren't when you left
Earlier?
earlier.
Okay, what kind of adjustment can I do?
Well, as you scan it, it comes back that there's an organic impurity in the reactor.
Would I know if it's better to disengage it from the other two at this stage or leave it connected?
With 10, you would know that if you disengage it now, that reactor will be offline
Right,
and you're back to your original numbers.
right.
If you leave it connected and it destabilizes completely, there will be a cascade response. So you either need to fix it
Okay,
or you need to take it offline.
I will attempt to fix it.
All right. So there are a number of things that you can do.
Okay,
Jexa's way more into this realm.
Right.
You can try and flush
the impurity out.
the impurity out, but you risk flushing too much of the core material.
Right,
Also, you don't really have anywhere to flush it.
right,
So that means that there will be radiation
right.
in this area.
Okay.
You can also take it offline, The other thing you can do is you can attempt to, if you had a full suit or at least partial shielding, you could attempt to go into, like, open it up and go through the,
Okay.
and attempt to deal with it that way.
Okay. Yeah, my leather jerkin doesn't
No.
afford it.
The last thing you could do is you could try and vent some of the radiation back into the fuel area in an attempt to purge the organic material. But all of these carry risks.
Okay. I am going to attempt to vent the radiation back and purge.
Okay. I'm going to need a tech redemption roll.
Okay.
Swits.
Okay.
All of these options have your AI, Clarice. She is
Curries.
Clarice. She is not happy with you. I'm gonna mess that up for the rest of the campaign. I'm just gonna let you know, because in my brain, Anthony Hopkins is like,
Yep.
Okay.
"Hello, Jackson."
Okay. But okay, so she's arguing with me. But
Yes.
is there a bet? What's the best option?
There are no good options.
Yeah. Is there one that's better than the other?
Statistically, taking it offline
Uh-huh.
is better in the short term. But then
Okay.
we fall back into the calculations we did 2 days ago,
Right.
which puts the entire city at risk.
Yes.
Purging the organic material has a chance to set up a resonance that would then cascade even quicker.
Okay.
You don't have a radiation suit,
No.
and venting the core material would expose you to dangerous amounts of radiation.
Yes.
As I said, you should just leave. We should get on the oh boy.
The oh boy is not an option anymore. Or at least not at this stage. As of right now, I need this machine to work. That is what I need. And you need to tell me the best option. Can't stare at it.
No, you can stare at your. She gives you the numbers. They're all
They're all
within. They're all within percentage points of each other for risk and reward.
All right, we're gonna purge it.
All right, I'm gonna need a wits plus tech redemption roll.
Okay, that is 16. I'm gonna spend my last VP to make it a 17, and I'm gonna spend a weird point to make it favorable because I need this one to work.
Thank you. Come again.
Sure. All right, so 17, guys. I can do this. 9.
9.
All right, we'll come back to you here in a second. All right, you go running through. What do you do?
I get into the
The
cockpit.
cockpit is completely blacked out.
That's fine. They're not inside.
They are not inside. Your ship is sealed.
I get in, sit in my swivelly chair, and I hit to activate my shields
Okay.
to blow all of it off. Because if it's touching it, it's gonna. It's like, you know, when
Buzz.
when a bug hits.
Electrocution.
When a bug hits a lamplight.
I'm gonna be watching that again and again and again.
And
That's our highlight for this week, right?
Can you gif that?
Yeah, we can
Thanks.
we can loop that.
Calypso is singing the song.
No, so here's the thing, though. It projects a shield away from the side of the ship. So it doesn't like extend from the ship out, if that makes sense. It comes into being around the ship. Gregory's like, all right, it's strapped. That
Weird
stuff's
flex,
getting
but
close.
Okay.
And you hear that low thrum in the back of your skull. It lets you know the hydraulics are lifting up the ramp.
Okay, is Gregor inside the ship?
Yeah, of course I'm inside the ship. I'm
I-
coming up to the cockpit.
I
Wouldn't
just-
stay out there with them.
Okay, you didn't communicate this to me, okay? Like the importance
Captain,
of a
I'm
good
on my way
relation.
to the bridge.
There we go. That's communication. That's what makes relationships work. Let's do this.
I thought you said teamwork make the dream work.
Don't question me right now. My shields that I thought would zoop didn't zoop, and so now we are in un problemo, senor. We have black stuff. The Iker, I think, is alive.
Flamethrower on your ship.
I have a flamethrower on my ship.
You know, like a gun.
I have guns.
Flames.
Do I have the wham? Do I have the wham gun?
Womp.
The womp gun, but the womp gun is not
No,
working.
It's
Texas
inside.
got it.
Well, it's inside the temple.
Yeah.
Gemma brought it.
I have cannons.
We don't want to shoot the ship. And he kind of straps into the chair next to you. We go fast enough.
I have the atmosphere.
Uh,
We can go up
yeah,
and re-enter
yeah.
and
Just I'll keep an eye on the altimeter.
let's do this. Stunt pilot activate.
All right, I'm gonna need it. This is the time for your stunt pilot and daredevil traits to kick in.
Yep. All right.
Please give me a dexterity plus pilot roll.
So that. I'm gonna use 5 VP, so bump it up to a 19. And oh boy.
You got this.
I don't want to use the weird point because I think there's something more important. Okay, God. All right.
What do you bump it up to?
To a 19.
Okay.
14.
All right.
So I get 15. Look at me mathing tonight.
I'm so proud of you.
All right.
All right.
Oh, and I think it was actually supposed to be favorable, wasn't it? Or no?
No.
No, if
it's been a
it
good point.
fails,
Daredevil kick in.
yeah, Daredevil kicks in.
All right. So you take off.
That's awesome.
Gregor is spending a lot of time overriding the safety features that would not normally allow you to take off flying. And you rocket up into the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Godspeed, oh boy, you hear over the comms.
Who was that?
The Rangers, they got...
Oh, are they in here?
No.
No, they're outside,
Yeah.
pew-pewing.
Yep.
I remember this now. She doesn't have a
Maybe I
short-term
get back to the
memory or
shields.
anything.
What?
It's
I'm
fine.
gonna get back to the shields.
Okay.
All right.
So we are up.
And you get that feeling of, like, first way back, and then
That moment of
Yeah.
I'm suddenly light.
I really enjoy that feeling.
And then I'm literally because my stunt pilot was successful.
Yep, and how much are you spending on the stunt pilot? Well, tell me what you want to do, and then tell me how much
Okay.
you're spending. Yeah, go for it.
She wants to, because she's very fuel aware, she wants to temporarily cut the engine so it'll immediately just go like that. And
Okay.
since it's a ship, generally they're designed to nose.
Yeah.
And then she'll reignite it. And yeah, to make that burst of flame as
Okay.
quickly as it can
Okay.
as it re-enters the atmosphere.
And how much are you spending on this maneuver?
10 is tough, right?
8 is, so it goes, 2 is easy, 4 is hard, demanding, tough, severe, Herculean, and then miraculous.
I don't think it's, come on. She's been a pilot ever since she was a young
How
girl.
much are you spending?
And mysteriously, her pirate friend mysteriously vanished.
I have a feeling that every time she tells that story, it's different.
I have a feeling it might not even be true. We don't know.
Juxa believes you. And Juxa believes in you.
Don't you dare take away Calypso from her. She's lost enough. Do 10. I think 10 was tough.
8 is tough.
8 is tough. So 10 is
Severe.
Okay. I feel with her experience that she probably should just be able to get away with using 10 VP.
Okay.
Fuck.
That'd be 5 left.
Yeah, you have 5 left.
Math time is over.
Gone.
As you go, you just put the thing in a nosedive,
Yeah.
and again you feel the shift in pressure against your body.
Ears.
And you can see the blackout starts to undulate, and then little holes start to appear in it, and you can see the flames are just racing past the nose of the oh boy. And when the last of it kind of burns away, and you can kind of see, and you pull up, Gregor is yelling at you, 300 meters, 200 meters, Captain, and you pull out of the dive and bank towards where you have to drop this
Okay.
stuff. You're still no bomb.
Cool.
Still no bomb. But the fighting seems to have lessened.
Okay.
Almost as if everyone is waiting for the next thing. How much are you spending?
Calypso says, I hope Pagana saw that. Just so you know, Gregor. Just so you know.
Meanwhile, in the command center, Pagana did not see that.
Okay.
Your intel better be good thing. And they start marking off the dots as the oh boy heads. All right.
Would Jackson know how demanding this task would be? Because you've talked about blind bids, but you've also kind of talked about the fact that they're not always going to
They're
be
not
blind.
always going to be blind bids. Jexa knows that this is at least a tough task. She's never rerouted,
Which is
which is an 8.
at least a tough.
Yep.
All right. I will disintegrate my weird point back into 3. So I have 12. I'll do 10.
Okay.
Persevere.
All right. You begin the purge.
Okay.
All right, Calypso.
Taking notes over here.
What?
I'll tell you later.
Yes. Rid of black stuff. Okay.
All right. You head towards the
Me?
coordinates with Gregor.
I feel like Snoopy right now.
Perfect.
All right. All that remains, you can see the site. Gregor lets you know that the bomb is prepped. You, on your comms, see the light that says that Gregor has primed. the bomb.
Okay.
All that's left is for Gregor to make the roll to drop it.
Gregor's gonna make the roll to drop it?
Well, that was the question. He looks at you. He's like, I've rerouted it to that panel. We just gotta time it right. Can you do
Comms. Jaxa,
I'm ready when you are.
I'm gonna drop this bomb in. That was a weird point.
So I was like, can she give the weird point to Gregor?
It's actually just a.
It's a pool, right?
Yeah, but it's a straight
Oh.
roll. So I'm down with Calypso being the one to drop it. So Calypso, this is going to be
I don't know if I should have done 3 or if I should.
perception,
favor. Well, we'll find out.
perception
Favor.
Favorable.
plus shoot,
Oh, okay.
and it's favorable.
Okay.
So here's what. If you make it, everything goes off. If you don't make it, the bomb won't go where it needs to be. And if you, well, we won't say what happens then. What do you got?
I'm using all my VP
Okay.
to bring. So this is already 5 plus. I'm sorry. What was the other one? I haven't. Shoot. So it's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So I need, and it's favorable. So probably just overcompensated for this, but we'll find out because watch me get 2 20s and just hate my life.
Yep.
It's all right. Don't screw up. 10 and 2. So
Taking the 10?
yeah.
All right, so just you spend your 10 to
To do it.
drop it
Okay.
at the right time.
So I'm down to 0 again.
All comms go dead.
Mm-hmm.
You now just got to make it out of you.
Blast radius.
Yeah, you hit the button.
Don't
You
know
kind
if
of like all of a sudden the drag on the ship kind of moves forward. I do now need the drive, the pilot plus dex roll.
I got a 12 and I needed a 14.
All right.
Woo!
So that was a straight roll. Proud of me for no
I'm proud of
buffers
you.
or anything. Oh, I got it.
Right.
All right.
There we go.
Everything goes dead, and you see all of the needles.
Mm-hmm.
Underneath the tunnels, everything starts to shake. Dust and rubble starts falling down.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna need the tech redemption plus the wits roll.
It's 18.
I wish that we could have had like junk food throughout this entire thing because I would have been just like.
All right, you're gonna need to spend a 12. Like
Okay.
this won't bake.
Very
Okay.
nice.
All right.
Like some big cheeseburgers. Just...
As you kind of get above the cloud of the exploding generator, you can see the shock wave as it spreads. And it hits the shield, and the shield, which is normally kind of shimmering, for a moment goes completely opaque as Jexa floods the shield with extra power. And the dust wall hits it and breaks around it and above it, and then just kind of rolls back.
She definitely whoop whoops. There's some whoop whooping.
Boom, boom.
Maybe some hell yeahs. Boom, baby! That's my girl! That's my girl!
Gregor is also cheering. Sparks begin to fly.
Mm-hmm.
The oh boy generator just finally,
Cuts it. Yeah.
with that kind of whine and smoke that definitely lets you know you're going to need to buy a new one when you get back to Imperial space. Yeah, that one.
We're just gonna leave that one here.
That's
Like, we're not even taking that one.
It is now a ruin.
Well, I might take some parts out of it. But yes, I have a long gun that needs to get fixed.
And you return like, within the hour. The three of you the oh boy has landed back outside. The rangers who are with you both let you know that Calypso's ship has landed.
Awesome. I take the pieces that I've scavenged out of the oh boy, put them into my buckets.
So I'm assuming like fighting down in the tunnels stopped?
Yeah,
Okay.
remember I said that like everything kind of like stopped as if both sides were waiting to see what happened.
Okay.
Yeah.
They were waiting for me to do awesome things, you know.
Okay. So
Alright.
yeah, I go running.
All right. When you land, it's still a massive dust storm, and the radiation levels are questionable. But you have spacesuits that you can put on. And you and Gregor make your way, I assume.
I first just kind of sit in my chair for a second. I'm just
Now, we
like,
don't have to go back in there, right? We can just talk with radio.
that's kind of what I want to
It's
do.
that tinny echo that just doesn't happen outside.
I love that smell of recycled air. Okay, suits on, let's go.
Oh. Faint smell of charred Kotex.
Yes! You've never quite gotten that wet dog scent out.
I told you we're just gonna have to replace the deck plating.
You're
Burnt
welcome.
in. All right, so you guys suit up, and soon, I mean, they've erected a number of security, like biohazard tents by the gate because Remember, it's open to the outside.
Right.
So you guys arrive, and you see Pagana is there standing next to Electo, and
I'm in my puffy spacewalking suit.
I run,
They're-
I jump, I hug.
they're slimming, and they're
Oh, we're not talking 1960s. Okay.
No.
Hi, girl.
we're talking like Buck Rogers.
Mass
Strategic
Effect.
metal plating.
Far more covering than strategic metal plating.
I would not. Just a weird like bikini thing, and everything else is like some kind of hollow force field. It's totally normal. This is exactly what women are supposed to wear in fantasy.
I run and I hug.
I tried so hard.
You did.
I am not wearing a weird bikini with hollows.
No, I was trying.
Normal, practical.
Okay, I was
It has
thinking
pockets.
synthetic.
I was trying to
Yes.
divert us away
Yep.
from that.
Yep.
And
I'm
Clarissa
hugging.
embraced it like
I'm
she's
hugging.
embracing Jaxa.
Yeah, spin it back.
All right.
Did it.
You did it.
Yay. You're alive still. You got a lot of.
Yeah, you may
Yep.
not want to hug me.
I'm not gonna hug you yet.
Hi.
I first.
Nice work out there.
Thanks.
Glad you didn't die.
Me too.
Well, that was heartwarming.
I give Gregor a hug.
Aww,
The tall and the small.
And then I also told Gregor, that engine's gone.
Really?
Yeah.
I had to buy a new one.
Yeah.
Kevin doesn't like wearing expenses.
Yeah.
We'll build the planet.
So it's good. I'm down for this. They should owe something.
Electo and the Major.
Do you guys even use Firebirds? Do you know what that is?
Electo and
Great.
Pagana are talking as she is trying to get money out of them. And Pagana spins on her heels, heads back towards the Ranger compound. And
That's
Electo
it?
comes
Wait,
up.
what are you gonna do?
Not even a thank you.
Oh, she will say thank you, most likely in an official capacity.
She's not going to harm the commune / Viserion, is she?
No,
Okay, good.
I have informed her that that is not going to be the case.
Excellent.
There still is the little bit of answering that she has to do for yesterday's theatrics.
See, I told her. Just a little more trust, a little less suspicion, a little more working together. This would have been fine. Would have been all fine.
Yes, but
I'm right, you know it.
you were right because it worked. There was a chance that it didn't.
I told you, I knew it was going to work.
Yes, and you have the luxury of faith.
No, not at all, actually.
So, have we bought you enough time?
I believe so from what the Major says. She is willing to work with the commune
Okay.
for now. She has rigged the cathedral to implode should the commune violate the truce.
What could possibly go wrong?
Okay.
Again, she will be held accountable for her actions, but you are the first people to set foot on this planet in 2,000 years that are not us. You have not fought like we have. You have not bled like we have. Some of you could work on your diplomacy a little more.
I feel like that was really pointed. Like, you know. Oh, wait. Yeah, she's worse.
Calypso totally did that.
Yes, oh, 100%.
I did good today.
Today,
Yeah, today.
Yeah, there's a tomorrow and a yesterday.
Celebrate the victories. I did good today.
Well,
We put a lot of people in upstate
we need
New
to
Limbus.
Fine, I did good yesterday.
Make plans for who is coming with us.
Yes, and we are still going to send my daughter.
Mm-hmm.
We are still going to send a representative of the military. I believe Corporal DeLessa has requested to go on the ship.
Delessa or Desana?
The lesson.
The
That's
one
not
I
the
meant or
right
the one she
one.
meant?
The one she meant.
Okay, great.
I thought her name was just
I have them straight. That's why I'm bringing them all
Delana.
there. No, I'll tell you
Delessa.
later, sweetie.
Prince is really good with faces.
Really good with faces.
Wait, what's your
would
daughter's name?
Leah, Electa,
Leah. Thank you.
how necessary is Liso here?
My Lisa.
Because he gets things done.
He does.
I think between Captain Leah, Corporal DeLessa, and Liso, you will have a quick turnaround.
That is not a bad idea, Jackson.
I mean, I know he's important to you and really to this planet, but what's more important than making sure you guys get help quickly?
I will send him with my house signet ring to let them know that he speaks for me. It may not seem like it, but we are all very grateful for what you have done. I would.
Yeah, the shields aren't going to last much longer.
What?
I said the shields aren't going to last much longer.
How long do we have?
Hopefully 8 weeks.
A leap of faith.
I'm good at those. You might want to try them too.
I'm working on it. So that still leaves the children that we are sending with you.
Yes.
Are there any others that
Crazy cat.
All right. 3 days.
It's the goal.
Be ready to go in 3 days.
Wait, we be ready to go in 3 days? I could just leave right now.
I mean, give me an hour to bathe and I could leave.
I don't even need that.
We would like to. We would like to thank you for what you've done. But if you wish to move sooner, I can let the parents know. And
How
No,
How
I'll
about
let parents have their time.
2 days?
2 days.
and you can't take all of the children.
No.
No.
No, I know
Right,
that.
yeah,
But
okay.
still, one parent has to still say goodbye to one child.
Well, no, we said that you were able to take like
Yeah.
close to like a dozen children.
I was making like a comparative.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
2 days? 3 days?
I would prefer 2.
2 days?
We'll see that it's done. Why don't you all get some well-deserved rest?
Is Bessarion still in the... Okay.
I could arrange for you to go speak with him if you like.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a walk.
Oh, is my womp gun still in the ship?
Yeah. You want me to go?
thought it was in the temple.
Yeah, I thought it was in the temple.
No, it is on the ship because
Oh, I
it was
thought-
not working.
I thought Gemma. Right, but I thought Gemma grabbed it.
She grabbed Womp Gun and Hollow,
Oh, and the bike.
She was going to grab the womp gun, but she
Okay.
only had time to grab the bike because everything went south.
Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna go get the bike.
Ooh.
So, sorry I chaperoned you.
I give him a big hug. And I say, thank you for chaperoning me. Please chaperone me in the future.
And he just wanders off.
Uh-huh. Sorry, I can't look at Lee right now, so I'm just gonna stare at the camera.
Berries!
Thank you. Okay.
All right. So you're gonna go rest. Yes.
Yep.
Vroom vroom.
You're
Gonna
gonna-
find the vroom vroom and put it on the ship.
I'm gonna round.
Yeah. Bring, bring. Bring, bring. I might just go get one of those too. We don't know.
We're just gonna have a collection of Lee sound effects.
Yeah.
Go over to loop as a.
Yep.
Yes.
All right.
So I will, if I can, go talk to Viserion.
Electo goes with you.
Okay.
You know you've saved a lot of people.
Yeah. I guess.
I don't suppose that's much solace.
Well, I guess everything is evening out, so, you know.
I have often found that evening out only matters to communities. Should you need me, I will be here in the hall. You can see
Thank you.
clearly where they're keeping Viserion, because there's
Okay.
2 guards.
Right.
One of them is
Crazy Limbus cat man, isn't he? Yep. He's the cat lady. I mean, the cat man. It's the future. We don't really know.
Okay.
this one is to see the one in the room, the commune. The door slides open. You can see there are 2 more guards on the inside,
Uh-huh.
and Viserion is just sort of standing there with his eyes closed in that
Ring of light.
ring of light.
Okay. Cool. So I'll step in to get closer.
Greetings.
Hi. So we were successful, I think. Thank you for your help.
It is our pleasure. You will be departing now?
Soon.
That is the nature of the non-commune.
Still in
I
timeout.
don't suppose you can let Viserion go.
There is no more Viserion.
Okay.
There is us. Are you inviting the commune?
I don't. You said you wanted to stay here on the planet.
The commune do wish to stay on the planet. But the commune's role is also to speak for the commune.
Well, right now I don't think Major Pagano will let you go. But if you leave with them, will you let me know? If you get on the ship and leave.
Commune will find a way.
Okay.
And he kind of holds out his hand awkwardly.
Uh-huh. I take it.
Be well, individual Jackson.
Thank you.
I'm not by
This shouldn't happen again. This should be the only time.
Lord Electo kind of is waiting for you as you come
Okay.
out. He takes your arm and we will go back to.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, you find the vroom vroom.
Berries. Maybe Calypso's gonna start growing berries on the ship. They're gonna have a weird kind of metallic taste,
Robotics.
Ew.
but they might be there. You know what I'm saying? In a pinch, they just do you right up.
So they're gonna be some. Oh, I think Jess can help you with that.
Those berries.
Those berries.
All right, so spending the rest of the. Is there anything you guys would be doing with the rest of the day? You deposit the broom broom, the bring bling.
Oh, do you take it back to
on
the ship?
Yeah.
I really want to heal. I still haven't healed.
I am sorry.
It's not your fault.
You rest. You shower.
Yeah, I find Alexa. Well, if Alexa and Nigel are up for company,
They are.
they're not. Just because Calypso is gone and Jax is still having a hard time looking at Gemma.
That's fair.
So she'll spend time with Alexa. And by default, Nigel.
Right. So I heard you kept us from dying.
I think so.
Nice.
I
I
hope
think
so.
you could do it again.
I hope so.
These shields, these will be in the right hands. We could make
He's better.
a ton of firebullets.
Need those fucking.
Nigel's back!
In 8 weeks,
Yeah.
when they get on the refugee ships, we'll just recommend that they grab the shields too.
Right. Yeah, but then they have them, not us.
Well, they owe
That could be our
us
payment.
for saving them, right? I mean, that's what
Right.
that's what Calypso was saying. Are we really gonna ask them to pay for saving their lives?
Yes.
At the same time, Nigel says yes, and
Alexa
Alexa's
says
like,
no.
Will.
I mean, that seems
Right, but we saved them.
right, but if you only save people when they can pay you,
Then you're rich.
This is why Calypso likes him.
I kind of look at Alexa.
Listen, as my mom always said, you're good at something, don't do it for free.
Boom.
So,
I mean, except for praying.
I was about to say,
healing and that
so,
sort of stuff that
Nigel-
you should do all the time for free.
didn't we save you from Milan Station? So you are paying us
You saved.
how?
We have the little man that you're after.
Alexa does,
We do.
and
we
Alexa
work
was
together.
invited.
Listen, we are a crew, and you never turn on your crew.
No, you shouldn't.
Right.
Okay.
You get the feeling that when he says crew, and when Calypso says crew, they mean different things.
They're not quite the same.
There's a Venn diagram where they overlap,
Right.
but
Right.
okay.
Is this the sage nod of what are you doing?
This is the sage nod of what are you doing?
Oh man, the sage nod. What am I doing? Okay, after she puts the bikes, the vroom vroom and the bring bring onto the ship,
2 bikes now.
she'll come back in, obviously, get get the scanny thingy. She's fine.
Yeah.
And she's gonna go and I guess join them all in the room since she really does not want to eat or drink here ever again.
Well, speaking of, as you get to the door, Liso is coming up with a tray.
Jello!
And there are 4 very dusty bottles of wine.
Yo ho
Lord Electo
ho.
suggested that we break these out for tonight's festivities.
Vintage. She's gonna pick one up and read. What is this? How old is this?
Well, you can see the modified, the marks of a modified stasis field. So it's aging at a much slower rate than actual time is passing.
Uh-huh.
But these were like bottled when the prophet was around. So
We have to drink them?
I mean, I would take them back to this.
No, I just, I mean, I'm a bit of a collector, you see.
Oh.
And this is a very unique bottle of
Yes.
wine. If I could just have one for my collection so that I'm a token of our friendship and unity and...
Where do you keep this collection?
I will bring.
You're not there!
Yeah.
They're in the hall.
Oh.
I will bring you one that I personally select as a thank you for including me on as a representative of Limbus.
Have you had wine before?
Yes.
So you know that you're gonna give me one that was like what bottle from like 20 years ago.
No, we haven't made wine here since the
Prophet was around?
no, since we've scoured the surface of the planet. However, I happen to know that Lord Electo has 3 bottles about 100 years older than that.
We're gonna get drunk on this bottle tonight!
Very well, Captain. I will be prepared to join you on your ship. I assume that you already have someone who will perform the steward services for our journey.
We wash laundry on Tuesdays.
Very well. Consider me at your disposal during the journey.
On Wednesdays we were pink.
I will need to take some creative liberties with laundry day on Tuesday. Calypso comes in with a tray of booze.
I was
Hey!
gonna say, do we wear pink because somebody put a red sock in the whites on Tuesday?
Yeah, this is why
Yeah, that was
Gregor doesn't
definitely
do
Nigel.
laundry. Yeah. Oh yeah, this is why Nigel doesn't do laundry. All right. So you guys spend the night drinking.
Sweet. Yes.
Oh, she'll let you.
Oh, excellent.
I'm not of the moral variety. That's Gemma. Is she here?
Gemma's strangely silent on the issue.
I was drinking when I was 12. Come on.
Hold the bottle. Swing.
So the next
definitely
day.
like-
Oh,
Go back.
the next day, the Lord Electo does throw a small city dinner for you. City-state dinner for you.
Place 5.
Where the Ranger Command shows up, as well as some of the remaining families that handle things like the power grid, sanitation, and ammo manufacturing. There are no more noble houses to have fiefdoms to manage. They have taken over like kind of the municipal districts. And as the evening sort of winds down, you guys are given what accolades they can offer you. Pagana walks up.
Hey, girl. I told you it was gonna be just fine.
That you did.
Yep.
And I am eternally grateful for what you did. You may not like my methods.
No, you're kind of 2 steps away from a tyrant.
I totally start recording this.
But I would do it again in a heartbeat.
That's why you're 2 steps away from a tyrant and not a tyrant. Good. You're good. Good in my book.
I hope to see you again in 2 months.
Me too, frankly. Me too.
Well done.
Thank you.
You as well.
Thank you.
This is some good shit, man.
Well, if there's nothing else, then I suppose you'll be leaving in the morning.
Is it 2 days?
Yes, tomorrow will be 2 days.
Cool, we're leaving. Oh, I get to finally sit on my chair and actually take it. Just
Thank you for listening.
Thank you for being persuasive.
thank you for not killing me.
Thank you for not blowing up.
I was never gonna do that.
You can see, though, why it was difficult to trust you.
No.
I look forward to seeing you in your element. All of you.
We have an element. Am I an earth sign or a water sign
I'll hold out my hand to shake.
or an air sign?
Again, I hope to see you in 8 weeks.
Yeah.
All right? There's nothing else you guys want to do on Limbus? Or is there anything else you wish to do on Limbus?
I've already cried. I'm good.
There's no economy here, so no.
All right?
I do.
I want
What
to
would you like to
ensure that I have a bottle of the
You
wine.
do.
Okay.
Liso gives
Lisa
you.
will. Okay.
Liso gives you a bottle that was
Gonna write this.
amazing
Okay.
before it then aged here on Limbus for all of these years. Like, it would have fetched a pretty penny back in the day.
It's vinegar now, isn't it?
No, it still has its stasis field intact.
Oh.
All right, Alestro, what do you want to do?
I want to go talk with the commune one last time.
Okay. So you will have to walk past the guard stations that are now set up in the chapel. It's very weird to see the space kind of. I assume that's where you were talking and not Viserion. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Great. So yeah, when I get down there, feel their weird mind presence.
Yep, they squelch right through your brain. Well,
Now I'm actually hiccuping. That's unfortunate.
Thank you. I wanted to come one last time to again convey my sincere gratitude for all the help you have given us. Even though we couldn't keep our promise to keep you secret, you have helped keep all of us safe. And for that, I am truly grateful. And for your help and cooperation with Major Pagana and all her hard-headedness. And she does mean well for her people.
all of your kind are your kind.
That is true. Thank you. And I wish for you to know that if there was ever anything that was within my power for me to do for you, I will do it.
The commune will remember.
And I will not forget.
Elephant never forgets.
It's true. All right, the next morning, you guys get aboard the Oh Boy with Leah, Delessa, Liso, and about 16 children, all under the age of 8.
There's a lot of kids.
It is. Gregor is currently carrying a number of giggling children around who are hanging from him like
Oh,
Like-
I'm into it. What?
As the doors seal and you see most of the people standing in the courtyard, the ship takes off, and Virgil or Alexa informed you that in talking with Virgil last night, the information that you guys gave her about a gate being on the far side of the sun, he thinks he can open it.
Excellent.
That was right?
What were you doing? No, but that's fine.
She's getting better.
Totally getting better.
All right. As you get on the far side of Limbus's star, you see another gate.
I hope this gate doesn't do the thing that it did last time.
Virgil
Mother trucker.
sends the code, and you can see that this gate has but one animal around the edge,
Mother truckers.
and that is the leopard. And so Calypso, I'm going to need a faith plus vigor roll.
Oh, good. Faith. Big. Oh, God. You know, these combined make my pilot skill.
So it's a solid 7?
It's an 8.
Oh, okay.
All right, so I'm gonna beef this up. So I'm gonna do 6 of my VP.
To make it 14.
Yeah. Might not work. It's fine. It's fine. I'll only Nigel it out. Oh, I got a 6.
There you go.
So I'm back to 12.
Yep. Yes.
All right. The gate opens and it flashes, and below you, space.
That's fine.
Area on the edge of civilization.
Where there is nothing else behind it.
That's right. As the star as you start moving from this gate, you notice that the star is no longer in front of you, and Gregor says, "Captain, we're getting telemetry. Computer recognizes the stars."
I need to make a map of how to get back.
We're back in Imperial space.
Can we mark this jump gate to be able to navigate back to it? Can we save its coordinates?
Well, it's the primary jump gate of the system,
Oh.
right? There's shadow routes that link.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's, it looks like, and he gives you this incredibly big grin. That's Lemon Canaan down there. Lemon Canaan, as Calypso would know,
Cool.
and as basically all of you,
I'm out of
well, Jexa, you probably would not necessarily know this being in the Engineers Guild. Alestra, being who you are, and Calypso, you know that Lemon Canaan is a planet run by Duchess Catherine Hawkwood. It is known for a number of things: Pygmalion, giant vegetables, cutting-edge medtech, and the reason Gregor is grinning,
Run by, I'm sorry, Catherine?
Catherine Hawkwood.
Duchess cat.
Yep. And the reason he is grinning from ear to ear, the city of Sardan and its pleasure houses. For making it through Limbus, giving you all an advancement towards the next level.
What does that mean?
So,
We get one of the rows.
Okay.
yes. So, thank you all for tuning in to the Fading Suns game. Fading Suns is a medieval science fiction fantasy setting that is soon going to be in its latest edition, published by Ulysses Spiel, and will be on Kickstarter later this year. if all goes well. We will be continuing to stream this game until long past then, hopefully. Tune in every Friday night at
Just,
to the Lady of Light.
just the one.
Tune in every Friday night at 7 o'clock Mountain Time to see what happens next on the path of St. Beatrice and with the crew of the Oh Boy. Thanks for watching.